The latest trailer from John Wick Chapter 4 has the fans going wild with all the fun little details it has. And one of the biggest things to note from the action-packed trailer was the fighting sequence between Keanu Reeves and Donnie Yen. In today's video, we'll discuss everything you need to know about this scene, and how the film could be the end of the line for Keanu Reeves. So let's dive right in. Starting off, John Wick Chapter 4 trailer has Keanu Reeves fighting Donnie Yen. Keanu Reeves has shown from time to time that he can take on any potential enemy, no matter how strong they might be. This time around, we saw Keanu facing the Kung Fu champion Donnie Yen, but in a different fighting style. One thing's certain though, no matter what the style is, the fights are going to be amazing. John Wick Chapter 4 trailer was released recently, and included a bunch of amazing new snippets from the upcoming film. It's set to come out on March 24th, 2023, and we're sure fans will be lining up to see it when it does. According to the film's synopsis, John Wick discovers a way to destroy the High Table. He must now battle a new antagonist with strong global affiliations and powers that transform former allies into enemies before he can regain his freedom. After John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum's record-breaking opening weekend, which went on to make over $300 million globally, John Wick Chapter 4 was bound to happen. Keanu will make a comeback in the fourth film as the main character, who was last shown with several wounds from falling from the Continental Hotel's roof. Following up, Clancy Brown joins Keanu Reeves in John Wick Chapter 4. With the inclusion of Clancy Brown, the ensemble cast of the upcoming 4th edition of John Wick keeps growing with the announcement of Lance Reddick and Ian McShane's return to the John Wick world. Deadline reported that the Shawshank Redemption actor has completed talks to be Keanu Reeves' co-star in John Wick Chapter 4. The director Chad Stahelski said in a statement that since he can remember, he's enjoyed Clancy Brown's work. He further said that it's an honor to have him work on this project. He'll fit in wonderfully with the John Wick universe. He's been involved with some amazing projects like Highlander, Blue Steel, Dead Man Walking, and a lot more. Along with Reeves and Brown, there's also Lance Reddick and Ian McShane. Plus, there are some newcomers to the franchise, including Shamir Anderson, Bill Skarsgård, Hiroyuki Sanada, and Rina Sawayama. She's playing a Japanese-British pop star. Donnie Yen is also joining the franchise and will reportedly play an old friend of John Wick. Coming up, will this be the end of the line for Keanu Reeves? Will the Keanu Reeves action series continue after John Wick 4? Well, at the company's earnings conference, Lionsgate CEO John Feldheimer stated, "We're also busy drafting screenplays for the following 2 chapters of our John Wick action franchise, with John Wick 4 planned to reach theaters on Memorial Day weekend 2022. When Keanu becomes available in the early part of next year, they intend to film both John Wick 4 and 5 simultaneously, so that confirms that a 5th part is definitely going to be coming our way eventually. When John Wick, starring Keanu Reeves as a retired hitman who's summoned back into action after some Russian mafia stole his car and killed his dog, was released in 2014, it became an instant hit. With a premise that good, we're not surprised that it was such a hit. We're currently receiving John Wick 4 6 years later. From a franchise standpoint, John Wick has been nothing less than a home run for a movie series that's relatively light on stories, but heavy on the action, weapons, blood, and guts. Reeves is flawless in the part, and the directors remain in their specific lane with ruthless efficiency. Even further, they've established an entire world and hierarchy of assassins in each film, which is actually quite interesting. No one can really say how many more parts there are to this franchise, but as long as Keanu enjoys doing it and the fans like it, we see no harm in continuing. Next, did the John Wick 4 title get leaked? Stunt performer Svetolyub Ilyev appears to have revealed the entire title of John Wick Chapter 4 in an Instagram post. Along with allegedly gifting the stunt squad Rolexes worth $50,000, Keanu Reeves and director Chad Stahelski collaborated to give the stunt team martial arts attire, including a gi, belt, and pants, all emblazoned with the John Wick brand. A bag that was included with the gifts, though, caught our attention. A bag bearing the John Wick 4 emblem and the tagline Hagakure is located towards the conclusion of the gallery of images that Ilyev shared, and so we think it'll either be named John Wick 4 Hagakure or John Wick Chapter 4 Hagakure. Now for 4, why the movie saw so many delays. Initially, John Wick 4 was scheduled for release in cinemas on May 21, 2021. Just your typical release day in the late spring or early summer, right? Think again. On the same day, another fourth Keanu Reeves movie in a different franchise would have been released in theaters. You got it, the release dates for John Wick 4 and The Matrix 4 were the same. Clearly, this was a problem that couldn't continue, and a change had to be made. And so, the release date of John Wick Chapter 4 had been pushed by an entire year to May 27, 2022, according to the trades, as Wick surrendered to Neo. Sadly, that would turn out to be only the beginning of the delay. In December 2021, Paramount released a film that takes place in the same communication system as the John Wick universe's assassination contracts. While receiving the preview was entertaining, the awful news that John Wick Chapter 4 had been delayed again for another 10 months until March 24, 2023 did not sit well with fans. Although the cause for the delay hasn't been made public, Paramount recently postponed the release of most of its movies, so it was probably not an issue unique to John Wick Chapter 4. Let's talk about the director and the writers. Chad Stahelski co-directed the first film with David Leitch, but has helmed all the other ones. In a Reddit AMA, he revealed that he's going to work on the fourth one as well. That being the case, it seems to make sense that he is back in the big chair. Derek Kolstad also developed the series and authored the first 3 films. It would have been no surprise for him to continue in that position for the fourth film, but the studio decided otherwise and instead hired Shay Hatton to write the script. Later, they moved on from her and passed the duties to Michael Finch, the writer behind Predators. Moving on, what's the fan reaction to the new trailer? As you'd expect, fans are pretty excited to see the final film, especially after all the delays it's been through. Comments and social media suggest that most fans are pretty hyped for the film, especially now that Donnie Yen is apparently starring in it. There were a ton of amazing moments in the trailer, but just about everyone agreed that Yen managed to steal the show. Some longtime fans of the franchise were also commenting on how no one thought it had managed to become such a huge cultural milestone when it first came out. The idea of an assassin killing everyone in his path to avenge his dog almost sounds comical, but now it's the basis for some of the most iconic action films we've ever gotten. And of course, there's the expected response of fans saying that they don't care how many chapters they make. As long as Keanu is in there, they're going to keep watching it. Many people also complimented the sets and colors that were shown in the trailer. Each film has had a unique and distinctive style, and it seems that Chapter 4 is keeping this tradition alive and well with how it's using different colors. Fans were impressed by some of the shots showcased in the trailer, which makes us wonder just what awaits us in the full movie. The trailer's soundtrack really stood out as well, especially hearing Season in the Sun, paced along with Wick's intense action sequences. It's just perfection. Lastly, what spin-offs can we expect to see? There's a ton more John Wick content coming to fans besides the main movies. This includes the Ballerina movie, but it's not the only thing that fans have to look forward to. There's also The Continental, an upcoming TV series that's going to be a prequel. It's coming to Prime Video in 2023 and will provide audiences with a closer look into the Hotel for Assassins in the 1970s. It's going to focus on a younger version of Ian McShane's Winston Scott. According to recent rumors, Keanu will be appearing in the Ballerina spin-off. It's going to be fun to see the universe expand as we get more content and stories soon. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited about the action-packed John Wick 4? Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.